Hi guys, my name is Stephanie and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to make this off-shoulder organza ruffle design, and I have with me here 5 yards of this organza fabric. Okay, so I'll be using this 5 yards of organza fabric to make this ruffle design, and I have this fabric I'll be sewing the organza on. So please keep watching till the end. So the first thing I'm going to do is to be working on this fabric I'm sewing the organza on. It's the same fabric as the gown that is going to be down, but you can make use of bridal satin that is the same color as the organza. The width of the fabric is about 4.5 inches on fold, and when it's not on fold it's like 9 inches. So it was 9.5 inches before. I had to use half an inch for sewing allowance because I already sewed this from inside and I turn it over and neatly iron it. Okay, but you can use 10 inches or 9 inches depending on your own preference. Okay, like I said, I already sewed this by half an inch and then turn it over to the right side, and I neatly iron it in the middle. I place the stitched part in the middle. And the next measurement I'll be taking is my round shoulder measurement, because this gown is actually an off shoulder gown, so I'll be taking my round shoulder measurement, and my own round shoulder measurement is 40 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark the 40 inches right there. And after marking the 40 inches, I'll be adding extra inches for zip allowance. I'll be adding 3 inches for zip allowance, 1.5 inch at the other side, and then 1.5 inch at the other side, making 3 inches. And then I'll go ahead and cut it out and then turn it over to the part that doesn't have the stitched parts on, because that's the right side I'm sewing the organza on. And then I'll go ahead and mark the 1.5 inch zip allowance at the both sides, both the left hand side and the right hand side. So guys, what I'll be doing next is to mark this spacing that I'll be sewing the organza on, and this actually determines how close or far you want the organza ruffles to be. So for mine, I'm making use of 1.5 inch. So you can space it about 1 inch, 1.5 or 1.7 or even 2 inches depending on how close or how far you want the ruffles to be. So I'll go ahead and mark the 1.5 inch all through to exhaust the whole fabric. So guys, I'm actually done doing that. I'm actually done drawing these lines for the spacing which I'll be sewing the organza on. So I've actually gone ahead to count it to know exact number that I have. So when I'm making the ruffles on the organza, I'll make the same number. So guys, the next thing I'll be working on is this organza fabric. Like I said before, it's about 5 yards. So I'll go ahead and unfold it all, and then I'll be folding it into 2. So what I'll do next is to measure the width of this organza. So I'll go ahead and measure it so that you guys will see. So the total inches that I have here is about 58 inches. I have 58 inches, and then divided by 2 is 29. So I'm folding this into 2. And then the length that I have, like I said, is 5 yards of this fabric I bought. So I'm just measuring it to confirm it. So I have 5 yards and extra 10 inches. So I'll go ahead and fold the 58 inches into 2, and then I'll go ahead and sew half an inch all the way to the downside. Starting from the upper side, I will sew half an inch all the way down. So guys, I'm actually done doing that. As you can see, I'm done sewing the half an inch. So I will turn this over to the right side, and then I will take it, iron it, neatly iron it so that it will lay flat. I will neatly iron this starting from the upper side all the way to the downside. So guys, I'm actually done doing that. I'm done ironing, as you can see in this video. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to neatly arrange this, and then I'll be marking this spacing for the ruffle as well. So for the organza ruffle, I'm going to be using 7 inches, but before I insert the 7 inches, I'm minusing 1 inch from the upper side, which will serve as sewing allowance. Okay, so I'll start taking the measurement from the 1 inch and then mark 7 inches down. I'll mark from the downside and then take it all the way to the upper side. So for the spacing of the organza ruffle, you can actually decide to make use of 7 inches or 8 inches. Okay, that's actually depending on your own preference and the amount of fabric that you have to use for the ruffle. So I'll go ahead and mark my 7.5 inches all the way from the upper side to the downside. So you guys, I'm actually done doing that. As you can see, I'm done marking all the lines starting from the upper side to the downside. So the next thing I'm going to do is to take this to my sewing machine and make loose stitch on each of the lines to create the ruffle. So guys, I'm actually done doing that. I'm done creating the loose stitches on each of the lines that I marked. So the next thing is for me to be drawing this to form the ruffle design on the organza. So I'll just go ahead and pick one of the thread and then draw it all the way to the end to form the organza ruffle. I will draw from the both side, both the upper side and the downside. So I'll go ahead and draw the organza to be able to fit in the space of our 4.5 inches, because that's where it's actually going to be placed on to sew. And I'll go ahead and do the same thing to other lines as well. So guys, I'm actually done drawing the lines for the ruffles, so as you can see. And then the next thing is to be working on this foundation fabric, is to be sewing it on this foundation fabric. And I've gone ahead to make the exact number of ruffles that are on this foundation fabric. There are about 29 lines, so the ruffles are 29 as well, so that will not run short of ruffles, or the lines will be extra than the ruffles. Okay, so I actually calculated it, the exact number that I have on the foundation fabric. So the first method to sew this on it is to just place it right on the first line and then sew it all the way down, and then continue sewing it like that, following all the lines. But the best way to do it, to hide these rough edges, is to turn it over to this other side, to be facing the inner side, and then place it on the first line, arrange it well, and then sew it all the way down, and then turn it over to this other side. So when you turn it over, it's actually neat, and then you have extra inches for zip allowance at the other side. So this is actually the method I'm using. I'll actually place it like that, sew it, and then when I'm done, I'll continue placing it on each of the lines. I'll neatly arrange it on each of the lines and then sew it all the way through to the end. And I'll continue doing that. I'll continue placing it and sewing it until I will exhaust the whole organza fabric on the foundation fabric, and I'll be doing the same thing to this other end as well. So guys, I'm actually done. As you can see, I'm done sewing the organza on the fabric, so it's actually holding on it. So you see how the ruffles are actually formed. It's really nice and beautiful. So when I was sewing these ruffles on my sewing machine, this really took a while. It took a little bit of my time, but it was worth it at the end of the day. You see how the back is looking. See how beautiful everything is. See how I followed each of the lines to sew this, to arrange it and then neatly sew it down. And here I'm just trying to measure it to still confirm that I have 40 inches and extra inches for zip allowance. And the next thing is to mark the midpoint of this organza, and then mark the midpoint of the dress. I'm attaching it on as well. So I'll neatly place it just the same way you see in this video, and then I'll be sewing it on some segments. I'll take this to my sewing machine and tack it in some places, and then take it all the way to the downside. I'll tack it in some places, in some segments like that, and then I'll tack it at the back as well and bring it and show you guys. So guys, I'm actually done sewing that. I'm done sewing it on the dress, so you see how it's actually looking. And then I did not sew this armhole. Okay, there's no need of sewing in this armhole space, so I'm done doing that. And the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to be fixing my zipper on the dress. I'll be fixing my zip on the dress, and then I have this gold zip. I'll be fixing it as an invisible zip. Okay, so this space that I left for zip allowance, I am going to be placing my zip on it, and then I'll sew it all the way to where my zip is actually going to stop. So this is the final result of the dress. This is the dress after I was done sewing. I was done doing everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and also like this video. Bye.